Hello boys, my name is Yoshi and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough in Luigi Brothership, where as you can see our island count is getting a lot bigger. I didn't know that this changes because of that, but anyway. Welcome back boys and girls, it's me Yoshi. Welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Mario Luigi Brothership, where in the last video we left off, of course, lighting out the great lighthouse. What else? The second one, getting ourselves to the next rank, and also doing a very long battle in Mario Island. We were doing some side quests when we previously left off the video. Now we're going to be doing even more, because clearly this game doesn't have enough side quests. Since we are trying to do this fast, basically I have kind of a model that I've kind of made for this game, although now it's like really taken into account. We're basically just gonna do... Alright. So, we're basically have a new setup now. Basically, we go for the upgrade things like those bulbs. We want to get those first because for sure we want to get that whenever we can. Because then we just get a lot more bonuses that way. And two, it also just gives us more rewards. And then we also want to do any side quests before we advance the main storyline, so we're kind of not really doing the main storyline much as a result, but it is what it is. It's kind of a thing we've gotten used to now. So right now we are on Sand Island trying to find this lost toad who's kind of gotten himself lost, because it seems like toads do is get lost. So we're gonna take this pipe over here and we're gonna continue on where yes, if anybody wonders, I got a new recording setup. It looks a lot better. Still also waiting for that quicksand brooch, by the way. And yes, I am starting to skip battles. While it is tempting to do more battles, they are getting to the point where it'll just make the game a bit longer. So now that we are up to the next rank, I'm just gonna ignoring enemies at first. We'll still have to defeat some of them for rank, but later we can just grind that later. Oh, actually, there is one thing I do want to specifically do in this. Actually, a few things first. First off, I need to make sure my abilities are on cooldown, but that's pretty easier said than done. The way I'm gonna do that is just use hammers until my balloon attack and a few other things run out. Then if this guy attacks Mario, we're gonna actually let him hit us on purpose. We almost never do this. This should trigger Auto Mushroom for the last time, and we'll get it ready for the next battle. Because it'll be out of charges, so... See what I did there? It'll make it recharge. And then I want to do the same thing for anything else that I might need. So, I want one for defense, and one for syrup jar, but the syrup one will be pretty easy to do. From here, all we really need to do is just actually go into a few more battles on purpose, but this time we'll just keep using our special attacks until that runs out. We'll burn through a few syrup jars using this, but ideally we'll get that ready so that'll hopefully be charged for the next boss. Oh my goodness, we jumped so early, he just literally went by us. However, yeah, it's a she, right? She really just flew right by us. That was funny. Alright, anyway. So because I want to do that next, let's do a bird's attack. That. I think I need to do one with each, too. So I'll do one with Mario and one with Luigi. I think that will get the setup done a little bit better. And because Yoshi is so broken in this game, yeah, I'll just kind of take out everything for us, like he's been doing so far. I got one of those tips was, yes, if you get rid of the Zapperator, you can make a really big cloud. Oh. Yeah, it was just making the noise, being that he found a new island, but I think that's the same island we already found, unless we also found a reef. I like how because we finished the boss battle before, it only now just refilled our G. Alright, well, ultimately, I do still need to grind special attacks with Luigi, so to get this done efficiently, we're gonna actually use the remaining special attacks with Luigi. I just did it Leon, because I knew he would at least use one of them. Again, just enough. Just need to wait for the ding and we can press the button to get an excellent pretty easily. You could probably make it even bigger and do more damage, but this is more than enough to get the excellent, and we need like 10 or more of those now to get an excellent. Alright, first we should check where the... Oh, here, these guys are gonna tell you. Tell us about stuff, huh? You found another message? Island full of pipes. Could it be? Wait just a moment, please. Oh, he's just thinking. Let's see. No, not this one. Or that one. Ah, got it. This treasure shows an island full of pipes in the burning sea. Oh, so we can't even do this until we progress over to that area. So we'll have to do that a bit later. Thankfully, this isn't a timed one, so we might be able to save this for later. Could you show me your ocean map, Mario? Okay, so he's gonna help us out here. It should be around here. Whoa, that is really far away. So, we were told about another hidden island just now. You be careful now. Luigi, take me with you. Hey! You promised not to go wandering off on any more celebrations. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes, mister. How nice to help out Luigi too. I feel like he needs... I feel like in this game in particular, Luigi's not so much of a joke anymore. If anybody wonders why this was referenced, that's because there was a lot of weird things that typically happen in this game to Luigi. Clearly he gets held in like the funniest ways possible, and they did that on purpose because they wanted it to make him look interesting and goofy. You wanted him to be the comical relief. Or for Disney fans, he's basically this Dame's Goofy, if you wanna call him that. Although I'm not sure if I would call him that or not, but I only say that because I've watched enough Disney to know about that. Yeah, so. Anyway, still trying to fix our problem. Oh, we've used enough items, so we've got an item buffet. Okay. Probably should have taken that attack on purpose. In fact, I could probably take a few more fights here and just start taking attacks. I keep forgetting to do that. See, when you're trying to actually avoid damage, it kind of feels a little bit trickier. And figuring out which attacks to take too is quite tricky because you only have to take 1 damage or so for the effect to work. Okay, perfect. This will get us the hammer use out of the way, and then we'll just put on a different badge we want to use next. Okay, now we want... Alright. What next? Maybe either should fire guard or loot monster, I guess. Actually running out of ones to recharge. I think though, well, since I might actually get buffed, maybe let's put that in just in case. Alright. So we're gonna do a couple of Alright, so we're gonna let him hit us on purpose. Both of them. This is just so that damage shield activates. That way we'll have it on cooldown for the next battle. And we'll also start using Loot Booster again, which we want to use mostly anyway. Okay. I know we could technically set his battles now. I just feel like I should put these on cooldown before I go into the next area, so I'll do like one more battle. I'm like pushing it, but I know, but it's probably better I do this now than later. Okay, I think I want to actually jump on these enemies, because this deals a little less damage overall, and to survive. Once that happens. Alright. Did that work as, oh, okay, no. Alright, it just told me the pug was out of charges, so now we can stop doing that. So now that that's out of the way, we need to put on something different. I think I'll just stick with either easy peasy counters and power for now. And then when Loot Booster runs out, oh, actually, we can replace this with just Point Power, which we want to be using anyway. Point Power we'll almost always want to be using a lot of. Right. There we go. Go. We did that. Now, because Luigi took damage, he won't get bonuses here, but that's fine. There we go. Now we can return to ship shape, and I think from here we'll probably just do the islands in linear order here. Honestly, as long as an island doesn't have a limited time only quest, like side quest with limited time to clear it, we could advance the main storyline and still keep a lot of these. Previously I just did them because I was able to do them right now, and I figured having it's now is better than having them later. Alright, so now that that's done, let's just heal real quick. Oh, that was bad. Let's save here, just in case. As you can see, we were at the Great Isles Island at the end of one of the last videos, or at the beginning rather, but we also finished it. Here we go. Oh, we found an island first instead. Interesting. Okay. So no main island just yet, actually. Looks like we're firing here first, then. I think I healed. This might be a battle area. We never know. I was initially thinking about doing those other battles when I food on myself to that other island on purpose, but ultimately it didn't work. Well now, look at you folks. That was a spirited landing. Very exciting indeed. My name's Ryder Olive. I've been interested in music for many years. Darren Malafella is here. Would you like to try your hand at a little challenge? Bench musical notes will appear. I'll give you my treasure if you collect all the notes.
Oh.
Jeez, we're going all over the place. My trickiest part is just falling down early somehow and having to start. It's so precise how you have to do this. Felt like you could just go right on it, but in reality, if you go just not the right angle, you'll fall down, which is really awkward. Guess this makes this part a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. It's pretty much any fall down is an instant seer. Just wait a bit to make sure it's done. Yeah, there we go. That was way better. Alright, congratulations. Took a bit, but we did it. Now come this way, I'll give you my treasure. So, again, some of these don't have treasures or rewards or whatever enemies. They'll just have a puzzle that you can do for an item instead, which is interesting. Alright, we got a 1-up deluxe for that. Fellas did well. I got another challenge. Want to take it on? Looks like that a bit beyond for you now. But you return once we move around faster. Interesting reminder. So we have to return to this later. We need to do something. Right. Otherwise, though, we found our first drifting island. But it was just an islet. So now we have to actually find the main island we're looking for. Oh, we have to go here now. Bulbfish Island. Alright, this is a new one. I just realized we won't be able to get the quest until later, because look how far away it is. We have to actually do a bit of the storyline first as a result. Alright, looks like we're going to Bulbfish Island next. This is our next island to explore. So I was just in time for setting those up. Part of the reason why I wanted to set those on recharge, because I knew if I do more battles with random enemies, eventually they'll recharge and we'll be able to use them again in the boss battles to make them easier.
Luigi? Oh yeah!
Okay, he actually did pretty well there with his entrance. At least for Luigi's concerns. Everything's really dark, and what's this red stuff in some of the enemies? The narrators, rather. That's so weird. Okay, we need to see what's going on here. Welcome to Bulbfish Island. Well, I haven't said that in a while. It's nice to see visitors, but some of our residents have been acting strangely unfriendly. It's dark. This is usually such a peaceful island. What is going on? Chillium. This island is so dark and gloomy all the time. Thick cloud over the island makes it seem like it's night even when it's day. What are you saying? Just pretend like I'm not here. I'm as important as the locks. You in secret vault, so please don't speak with me. What's going on with you? I thought we were friends. Yeah, we're buds, but you're acting like you don't care about us. Strangers. From now on, everyone's a stranger to me. I don't need anyone else. I need only me. What's going around here? What's with all the rejectiness? You and I are truly strangers here, but even against the gloomy sky and gloomier attitudes. You're my sunshine, Burnett. Ilium, you're so adorable. I do love you so. So I guess these eyes will tell us more. Speaking of strangers, here's some new faces. This is Mario Luigi and Stella. By the way, why does my look remind you of two other people I know about? Actually, come to think of it, this is a reference to that one other movie, isn't it? I'm not gonna say anything because I don't know what will happen. So, I'll just leave it up to you guys to figure it out, but I personally know what it is. I'm just not gonna say anything. Anyways, we're trying to stitch this busted world back together. We seem like a friendly trio. One of our islands was against our wedding, so we up and left. Fed our beloved homes, but it's not quite so simple. Jillian, Prince of Slump and Guide Island. I'm Bernadette, Crown Princess of the Scorch King people. Our people have been enemies for years now, so we escaped to beautiful Bubblefish Island. Despite that, I'm getting worried about my parents back home. But we can't get off the island, so we just go on a lot of dates. Cool, relax, because these two have already reconnected a whole bunch of islands. Wonderful. William and I can date in peace. Island Chief knows about the lighthouse. I think his house is just up those staircases. Thanks to their eyes, though, a lot of local folks seem to be acting very strangely. Maybe we're just not used to their customs, but it feels very odd. Keep that in mind. Well, first we should check our shops to see if there's anything here. Welcome. It might be dark out, but we got bright deals for you. Hey, finally some ultra mushrooms. Okay. Those might be useful later. That might be the items. We might have to start selling those items for more powerful ones maybe later on now. Fewer enemies there are, the less damage you take. Interesting. That's really good. And then there's also Elite Wear, which is just no special effect. And then there's this. Here's the damage you deal with this when your HP is at full. And this one is when your HP is low. Interesting. Whoa. Actually, Luigi has a really weak map. I got earpieces. Yeah, oh yeah, he still had the lots of his boots. I completely forgot about that. That's a nice upgrade for him. But I think right now we want one of these for Mario. And we'll buy a second pair for Luigi as well, of course. Since this will actually be really useful in boss battles, because typically there's only one enemy in a boss battle, so right now that would be really useful for the next bosses we encounter. And then we have just enough for a full belly hammer, so let's do that. And then I'm gonna go ham on, I think, I don't know yet. Yeah, let's go super ham. Let's just buy all the ultra mushrooms we can get right now. Nice and fast. We'll also maybe use those in battle if we really need to. Then, yeah, let's go up top here and see what's happening to the Chief. No. Hellfish eggs were stolen? The island's treasure. But why? Who did this? An island resident? Lane's in charge of bulbfish and their eggs, right? Come to think of it, he did hire a security guard recently, but why would this happen? It's really strange, isn't it? Lane knows something, I'm sure of it. He's standing there trying to look innocent. Wait, no, I didn't do anything. Well, you're the chief, aren't you? Aren't you just going to stand there? So it is Layden's fault. Layden's fault. Do something. I'm innocent. Jeez, we have to run out of him. Or took off in a hole, yeah. I don't want to chase him. Guess we'll forget about it for now. Check out the unfamiliar faces. Bet you want to see a lighthouse. They could help you, but right now might not be the best time to ask.
Oh yeah.
We don't really have much of a choice. Let's go in. We need to talk to him. See, it still says to talk to him. I didn't do anything. I'm telling the truth. Why is everyone on the island against me? Please don't fret, sir. I, for one, am on your side. Well, trusty assistant, I shall clear up this matter. Who are you? Oh. Putting our broken content back together? Sir, we're in the midst of a bulbfish egg incident right now. Are you sure we have time for these outsiders? Hold on, outsiders, yes? This is rather sudden, my good red and green gentlemen, but could you apprehend the perpetrator of this egg theft? Bonefish eggs, the treasure of this island, are very precious indeed. They're carefully guarded in the fish pen, yet someone managed to steal them. Hold on a second, Grams. Why us? For starters, the lighthouse is only accessible for the second floor of this house. So catch egg thief or you're not getting in. Okay then, head down the end or not. Well, of course we have to. We may as well. If we want to link the island, we got no choice but to help, it seems. Simple. If you catch a thief, you get a free pass to the second floor. Need some clues about the incident, I suggest you speak to the island residents. Oh yes, we have an empty house you may use if you feel the need to do so. The important thing is I'll be a happy chief if you manage to solve this crime swiftly. We're counting on you. Alright. So, turns out someone's getting framed for something they didn't do. If we're gonna get the lighthouse, I guess we gotta play detective first. Start snooping around, asking questions. Get your goofy noggins ready to suck up a bunch of information. Let's go, brainiacs. Alright. Why did that remind me of, it was probably one of those you-know-what moments, like a Thou Must moment? That's what that reminded me of. It felt like I absolutely had to do. Say yes, otherwise the storyline would simply not advance. There's a lot of those moments in games like this. I did it. Seems like everyone on the island is trying to figure out who the thief is. That couple in the plaza probably did it. Stuff like this didn't happen before they got here. What's that guard story? Was he asleep on the job? The chief's assistant told him to guard the entrance to the underground area. Hear me out, okay? We know that the bullfish eggs were stolen from the fish pen, right? So why would someone need to guard the entrance to the underground area? Look in the underground. I see the thief's assistants coming and going there a fair bit. Ah, that bespectacled assistant is dark and mysterious in an interesting way, right? So cool. Alan's got some gossips. Okay. They do indeed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought we did all that for just one single coins instead of 5 or 10 coins. I was watching a fish pen on the day the eggs were stolen. Goes in the darkness. I think they were listening. I'm pretty sure there were two of them. Are you guys the amateur detectives like you mentioned? This house is empty, so feel free to use it if you ever need it. Well, let's see what this does. Okay, so this would be our healing spot. Funnily enough, we don't sleep in here as an inn, we just heal instead. It's weird. But we still need to look at the other dudes. We just waited to do it for a bit because we were trying to focus on doing some other stuff first. Alright, I need to at least talk to one of them. It's better to be alone. No one can hurt you. Concordia would be better if everyone felt like that. So this is what Glum does to them. It basically turns their mind evil, basically.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna happen to all Concordia, apparently, if we do not put the islands back together. So that is it's very important that we do this as soon as possible. Okay. Lily just went in a circle for no reason. Does this just say the same thing? You should be underground looking for egg thieves. And he just tells us we can get there east of this plaza. If you like Tucky to see our entrance, you might have to wake him. The guy is always dizzy off, but when it's dark, I understand where he's coming from. It is best. It's so peaceful. I feel like a yoke in the middle of an egg. Bonds connections. Who needs them? I had just ideas that ought to be tossed out with the rest of the garbage. So yeah, so far everyone's talking really mean at the moment. We definitely need to fix up this island if we want to get any sensibility back to it. And I mean by sensibility, I mean by like kind nuance, you know. They need to be me, you know. Oh, where'd the... Oh, I see. You can only have one of these active at once. So if you do one, but then immediately leave it, it eventually just disappears.
Oh yeah.
Okay. More stuff. Easy enough. We got another plug. Let's craft that. Wait, there was one I wanted. Yeah, this one. Let's craft this one right away. Then I think the next one we actually probably want early is this one. So using item like a syrup will boost our stats. So that's probably the next one we want. Did you see a strange couple at the plaza? Aren't they so suspicious? The island since before the incident. The girl looks so tough. I can't think of anyone else who would do this. Everyone agrees with me. I'm sure of it. Alright. We have a lot of excitement on this island lately, but you should never skip any meals. I recommend bullfish teriyaki. Even our busy island assistant comes by to enjoy it. Ice came from off island, huh? Have you heard of this island's delicacy of delicacies? It's bullfish teriyaki. The sweet and salty sauce is delicious. So they don't have any info for us, really. It tells me we need to use our ability to get a hint and go over here. Why else would it really turn like that? For some reason nothing happens right now, but maybe we'll have to go back there later, I guess. Might have to remember that for later too. Alright. Good boy, Luigi. First major rule above Old Fish Island is don't be a noisy neighbor at night, right? So written in the sign in front of the chief's house. Can't read in the dark, mind you. I haven't read them lately, so I forgot them all. Nothing changed so suddenly. I don't know what's beyond or what's still going on. Maybe she's mad at me because I discovered her secret snack stash and ate it all. Someone else in the house. I wish you would leave. I don't want to be near anyone else right now. So everyone's just dark right now. We need a way to fix that up. Somehow. It's too dark. Can't read this. Okay, so that's gonna happen. So that actually is gonna happen if we try to read anything. So we won't be able to check those until later. What's this do? Oh, okay, that opens up a sign and light so we can find things. Okay, so maybe that was more important than I expected. So bright. Okay, well, this so much for that. It gave us a lot of cools. All the lights are on now, in fact. And street lamps are lit using the power generated by the bulbfish. You should be able to turn them on and off with the switch. But I miss real sunlight. Street lamps are the pride of our island. They run on energy from the bulbfish and their eggs. When you want them on, hammer the switch. Having it off. Let's conserve energy. Chief lighting. That was just money. That was weird. Careful in the dark. We've received reports from islands about A secret snatcher is skulking around this area. There's no telling when this thief will appear, so please keep your secrets guarded. If you have any trouble, tell my assistant, Chief Layden. Alright. Well, we're slowly learning what to do here. So we got more coins there. One of these is going to be a secret, I imagine. This, oh, okay, this is just the same as before. I thought someone would react differently when the lights are on. Return the street lamps on. Really brightens your spirits, huh? Okay, he seems to react. So that, alright, good. How about you? Flow like water to a place where no one knows me. I want to flush away all my past bonds and friendships. Layden's not a bad person, but as Island Chiefs go, he's not exactly the most robbable guy ever. So basically runs things. He's busy and makes regular patrols to the fish fan. Huh. Makes me sad to look at the fish bin without any eggs in them. They were there. With the bulbfish until just yesterday, but now. All fish are rare fish with a rare gift. They have an unusual ability to generate electricity. Their powers are strongest while their eggs. Why their eggs were stolen. How could someone do that? How could someone take our eggs? So now we see where the actual fish are supposed to be. So now they're gone. Someone had to take them, of course. Okay, we keep getting items from this at least. Alright. Hit the path on the right. You should find the guard at his post by the start. Makes me want to turn the up and see if he wakes up. I think we pretty much can't do anything while he's sleeping, but now that we fix that problem, he should be in again. He should be awake again, rather. Alright. I haven't saved in a bit. Let's do that. I haven't done much battles, but that's also because we've been... Halt. Only authorized personages are allowed behind the point. Chief, I am requested that you apprehend the criminal personage. It's like a no-go. The chief's assistant told me not to let anyone pass, but... Got it. Listen, I'm a guard, just as I jam. Selling crimes is nothing funner. However, I need to ascertain whether or not the investigation is your true objective. Do this with a quiz about the incident on the island. Oh, so that's why we were talking to everyone. There are 3 questions. Actually, 1. You're the top suspects on the island right now. Question 2. What isn't a major rule of Budfish Island? Question 3. Last one. Last one's got a bit of contradiction. What is under the useless light? Dismissed. Oh, we have to talk to him. See that strange couple in the plaza? The girl's one of the Scorching people, and the guy's from Cyprian people. Those strangers come to the island, that's when bad things start happening. I bet their whole lovey-dovey thing is an act to keep everyone from suspecting them. I hate so much. I don't even know what is that I hate. And I hate that, which I don't hate. It was a huge wait from the Vikings on. The island was too dark before, but now I think of it, there was one raft that didn't come on. Where was it? Plenty of working lights. Guess it's okay if one's out. So one lamp was really useless. I'm not seeing faces for it. Maybe it came from elsewhere. So they said, while on Twist Island, do as the Twist Islanders do. Islanders have rules. Layden's got them written on his board in his place, so you should give him a read. Oh, so that guy told me that I have to go all the way back in this area to talk to him. See a strange couple of Peza? They've been on the island since the incident. The girl looks so tough. I can't think of anyone else could do this. Everyone agrees with me, I'm sure of it. Alright. So we can turn these off if we want. First major rule of Balvis, just don't be a noisy neighbor at night. The rules are written on the sign in front of the cheat charts. Lately, so I have forgotten them all. Well, first we need to find where the useless street lamp is. One that didn't turn on. You wake up that dozing security guard under street lamp? Oh, there's one here. Huh?
Oh yeah.
There's this notebook. Oh, so you have to check underneath it. That clue about the useless light must have been this busted light that wouldn't turn on. So anything written in that notebook you got? Nothing in it? Why'd they even bury it here then? About that, I guess at least we know the answer to the useless light question. Three major rules of Buffett Island. 1. Go to bed early, get up early, that's a Bullfish Spirit. Do a good deed each day, that's a Bullfish Spirit. Full of energy and vitality, jeez. That's a Bullfish Spirit. We just signed out loud once per day. I guess we could talk to Newfoundland, maybe? Who knows? Alright. Well, we have enough time to get this done. We should probably do that. So other than having to search for that light, or search what's under that light, I think we should have been fine. Set the strange couple because they're strangers. Sure, the two of them may look interested, but we don't know who they even are. And okay. So now we need to guess what is not a major rule. Yes. Question 1. Who's the most suspected? According to the set, the strange couple. Question 2. What is not a major rule of Budfish Island? Be single-minded and focused. Question 3. Last one. What did you find under that useless light? Show me. Well, this one we can only get if we had found the notebook earlier, so we had to go back and get that. I see, those are your answers. Interrogation complete. Now for the results. Jumbo phase. All answers are correct. Good. Sorry for doubting. It seems the parameters of your investigation procedures are, good. You ain't passed. I'm sure the chief's assistant will approve your personages on the premises. Me, I'm a justice of the guard. I'm only doing my part to uphold the law. What's the deal with this notebook? Well, I've always fancied myself a detective. I bought a note to jot down my findings. Being a detective, I buried my notebook in the place you found it. Notebook is a present from me to you. You can jot down anything you find. Cool. Be our incident report then. If we jot anything good, we'll jot it down. The investigation's up to you girls now. First, investigate the underground area. There we go. We finished that part off. Since we just did that, that was a good time to end the episode, I think. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.